last night of sadness, and it was clear she couldn't go on. The door was open and the wind appeared. The candles blew and then disappeared. The curtains flew and then he appeared. Don't be afraid, come on baby. She had no fear as she ran to him. They looked backward and said goodbye. She had taken his hand. Come on baby.
So that's Blue Oyster Cult and Don't Fear the Reaper, and I think I must have had the same cassette as you back in 1982. What do you think is the significance of Blue Oyster Cult?
On the grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
not much, to be honest. This song was always the one, do I include it, do I not, etc. But I think it's so well known, and it's a personal favourite, and I think as a sort of reference point for many acts who came afterwards, it's valid for its inclusion. Blue Oyster Cult never really made it like the other acts we've featured, but they were a stadium draw, and rock fan of a certain age in America will definitely always look back on Blue Oyster Cult very, very fondly.
I always wonder whether Simple Minds were influenced by them.
I couldn't hear it, I don't think myself, but I will leave that in your ball court, Russell.
That's just me.
Anyway, here's the next song, is another monster track, and also a track that's included on almost every single compilation CD from this period. This is Kansas from summer 1976 again with Carry On, You Wayward Son.
Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Once I rose above the noise and confusion, just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion. I was soaring ever higher, but I flew too high. Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind man. Though my mind could think, I still was a madman. I hear the voices when I'm dreaming. I can hear them say, carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your
Kansas and Carry On You Wayward Son. That sounds like a great Carry On movie. I can just imagine. See James in that one. But this, again, is a band that really sort of sums up this AOR. What do you think is adult-orientated rock?
Well, adult-orientated rock is probably an outmoded term nowadays, but it was very much something that came out to describe melodic, polished. Most of the music was quite sophisticated, quite hard to play. A lot of heavy metal could be played pretty much almost like punk guitar by musicians of not massively proficient ability, whereas AOR, pomp rock, I think Kansas actually are a fine example of a band who fused some of the progressive rock elements that Pink Floyd, Yes, Genesis employed, with the sort of almost a pop sensibility. If you listen to the Boston track we featured earlier, and the Blue Oyster Cult to a point, they have great hummable, very nice melodies.
So sort of a sophistication to them.
Not to a Steely Dan fan, maybe not, but to the general rock listener, yeah, it's too pretty. Hate to say it, women liked these songs. And a lot of them didn't like a lot of the metal and the heavy rock. But AOR and a lot of the bands we featured today, whilst they're heavy rock and they're in the rock genre, could be classified, if one should wish to, as pomp rock, prog rock, AOR, country rock. This is all rock music. It's just the US's contribution tended to be to add wider range of influences than there may be. Very polished production. Lots of lashings of keyboards, something that was appealed more to the family than the slightly psychotic adolescent stuck up in his bedroom.
Now, the next one we've got, I think you've described as the Led Zeppelin of the States, is that right?
It could be said, yeah. Led Zeppelin were the biggest rock band of the 70s, period. They were above everyone else, and the Eagles were the same in the States. Now, some people question their inclusion on this programme, but check it out. Life in the Fast Lane's got a proper guitar riff. It's got a great guitar solo. Got some harmonies everywhere, but Eagles are a rock band. Okay, they're a country rock band. Sometimes they could get almost too twee and ballady for your average Midland heavy rocker. But for the discerning music fan, I think Eagles are excellent, personified, they're melodic, and there's lots of guitars there. Yeah, they've sold 150 million albums plus. Again, they're still going today.
So if you want to hear the Eagles' Life in the Fast Lane, keep listening. That's coming up next.
Hi, I'm Jimmy James Jones, and I am the host of Spotlight, Milton Keynes' largest prize talent search brought to you by New Money Entertainment. We've been looking for the best musical talent in Milton Keynes and the surrounding areas since July last year. From hundreds of submissions, we now have 8 semi-finalists, and we are now putting the fans in control. It's over to you, the listener, to choose who your favourite performer is by placing your vote on the artist profile page. Just search for New Money Presents Spotlight or go online to newmoneyrecordings.com. The top 4 most voted will be going on to perform at the live £5,000 grand final in August with Rising Stars and X Factor finalist Rough Copy. Voting closes in June 2015, so be sure to show your support.
Life in the fast lane. seen a goddamn thing. He said, call the doctor, I think I'm gonna crash. Doctor say he's coming, but you gotta pay him cash. They went rushing down that freeway, mess around and got lost. They didn't care, they were just dying to get off. And it was life in the fast lane. Sure to make you lose your mind. Life in the fast lane. Life in the fast lane. Everything, all the time. Life in the fast lane. Life in the fast lane. Life in the fast lane.